And Bill to start serving. 0-0-2. And Tony being a lefty, I have a feeling that they'll be stacking, keeping 4 hands in the middle. I'm just guessing. I've never seen them play as a couple, but I think that would be a good move if they do. And yes, I'm correct. They are stacking. 2 forehands in the middle is a good thing, everybody. Generally, if you protect that middle, bam. And that's, you definitely do not want to hit down the middle when you are playing a stacking team with a lefty on the right. That means he wants the middle, especially in mixed doubles. Nice third shot. Oh, it set up everything. Jill just missed it, but that's the play they wanted. 2-0. So we don't have timeouts here at the English Open during the round robin play. Keeps things right on time. If they did have a timeout and I was to go over and talk to Bill and Jang, I would say, do not hit down the middle against this team. You're just going to be hitting to Tony, a very strong player, and he won't even have to move to get to the ball. I would be dinking to the edges of the court. (2-0-1). And again, they return the ball fairly middle, and Tony's going to hit every one of those third balls if that's where they return it. Even the return should be near the edges, deep near the edges though on a return of serve. There's a middle ball. See what happens? So that old adage, middle solves a riddle. Not necessarily in mixed doubles, and especially if you're playing against a stacking team with a lefty. That means we have 2 forehands in the middle right now. Wow, Yang really had nice hands. Yang had great hands there for never playing a racket sport. You wouldn't know it. You would think maybe she's coming from table tennis. 0-3. Now that's a perfect offensive lob from the no volley zone, the NVZ area. That's when the top level players use that lob. 0-3. Score is 3-0. I think Tony's standing behind his wife because they are going to do switch so the other team doesn't know where to return serve, but it caused confusion actually with the team doing the switching. So what they're trying to do is have the other team return right to Tony. I really don't think they need to do what they just did. I understand what they're trying to do. (4-0-2). Cross court dinks by the ladies. That offensive lob that Jill just threw up forced Jang to pop the ball up. Even though she got to hit the ball out of the air, she was moving back and off balance. 5-0. they switch now. They're returning. Let's see if they still stack and then you do a switch. Yep, switching, so they're stacking still. And very good volley by Bill. Let's see if they switch again. They're giving each other signals. Sometimes people use hand signals. So they're just kind of looking at each other and telling each other what they're going to do. There's a switch. So they're still stacking, keeping Tony's forehand in the middle and dominating the court. So far, they've stacked 100% of the time. Let's see if they still do it. Nope, this time they did not switch. Just trying to give the other team a different look by not stacking on that play. Now they switch. And I didn't see them give any visual signals, so they must just be talking to each other, telling each other if they're going to switch or not. Now when they're serving, it's pretty. Now this is an I formation where they're telling each other who's going to go where, just so the receiver will hit the ball to Tony. And if the other team keeps hitting it in the middle like that, they really don't have to be doing that at all. And they're switching sides. It's 6-2. Again, switch sides at 6. And again, if I were coaching Bill and Jang, I would also actually have them stack. And I don't think they have so far. Ball is in the court. Now, this is a giant gymnasium complex with 20 courts. The courts are spread apart, fairly far apart, but we still don't have any partitions between courts, so occasionally you get a ball to roll in your court. Just a little wide. Tony had a nice area. He saw it. He knew right where he wanted to hit the ball, just hit it a little wide. 2-6. Oh, excellent dink by Jill. That was actually a very aggressive dink. Low trajectory. It's a difficult shot to hit, but she was catching Jang back a little bit. And Tony with a surprise drive, disguising it very well, looking like it's going to be a dink. 8-2. Bill missed the hook shot smash, and it is 9-2. Jill has a very nice two-handed backhand. You can get a lot of control with that two-handed backhand, sometimes more power, but the problem is sometimes you can't reach the ball. Bill is a very long, tall player, so he can be dominant up at the net. You have to make sure you keep the ball really short to Bill. And let's see if Tony and Jill do a switch. Nope, so they are not stacking on this point. And sometimes, again, just giving that team a different look, you forget where to hit the ball. And Tony's telling Jill which way he's going to go. 9-3. Point. Score is 10-3. And that dink just forced Jang to make the error, and that is match. 11-3. Tony Roig and Jill Roig win that match over Bill and Jang Evans.